2-week hiatus.
Yeah.
FCC tried to get to us. They couldn't shut us down.
We said no,
sir, not today. Bro, I went GNC today earlier. With the intentions of spending $30 just on a bottle of protein. Left with a $40 membership.
Yeah.
I got in my car and I was just like, what the frick just happened?
And
my thing is
like GameStop.
Yeah, my thing is like I know GNC because there's nobody in that store. Like you will never go into GNC and there is someone else in that store with you, like another customer.
Nope.
And so you're always just going in there and they're gonna talk you to death. And they have
it's like a mattress shop.
Yeah. They'll talk you to death. Like people go to GNC a lot, but it's just one of those you're in and out. Yeah, like it's quick and it's never it's never more than 3 or 4 people in there. So I get in, I walk in, and because I've gone to GNC stores numerous times now over the past couple of years, and since they have no one ever coming in there, they're just going to talk you to death. And then their main goal is trying to get you to buy GNC-related products.
Right.
Like, they own other companies' stuff, but they try to sell you on their stuff. And early on, I used to use some of their protein shake and stuff. But now I'm, like, trying out other different protein shakes. And so I walked in, and it was these 2 girls that were working there. And I was immediately just like, all right. I just went straight for the back wall.
Get out.
Yeah, straight for the back wall and knew what I wanted. And not even halfway through the store, hey, sir, how's it going? What can I help you get in? What are you interested in? I was just like, I'm getting protein shake. I know what I want. Leave me alone, woman. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
I'm in a rush. Not really. I had like 20 minutes to kill. I was supposed to get my oil change, like right across the street. And so it was convenient but I made it seem like I was in a hurry when I really wasn't. And I was planning to come there just to like kill some few minutes before.
Boy, that's a skill. I was gonna say it's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
making it seem like we're in a rush when we're not.
Yeah, and so I get there and like I was gonna get the same protein I got last time, but then I started looking around and I was looking at some other stuff, and that's where I got myself because it's been a little longer. Then the other girl came by and she started walking up and did the approach of like, I'm gonna start telling you about all this stuff, and I was like, nope, I know what I want. I know what I want. So next couple of minutes, I found this like brand. I was like, oh, I'll try this out.
That's your mistake.
Boom, perfect, got it. I was good at this point. I was ready to check out. I was cash. This was money. Got my protein shake. Didn't have to have any conversation. These 2 girls were just talking to each other and stuff. Boom, went to go check out, and she's like, hey, what's your phone number? Blah, blah. It's like, do you have a membership with us? And I was like, no. How doesn't it cost? And she was like, well, no, we have like our free one. I know we have our one that costs. And I was, and because I had gotten the one that cost before, and I was like, how much is that? She was like, oh, it's $40. And then she began to start explaining. It was like, oh yeah, no, it's great. I'll end up saving you all a bunch of money, stuff like that. And then we give you a couple free stuff and here and there. And she just kept going on about it and on about it. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. How much did you say it was again? It was $40. Okay. And then what'd you say I get? And so she explained it a couple times, like kind of the benefits and stuff. It was like, oh yeah, you get a point for every dollar you spend, and at 150 points, you get $5 back, blah, 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 all this stuff. Next thing I know, I was like, yeah, cool, sign me up. And then I walked out, get in the car, and I was like, what the frick did I just do?
What just happened?
What? So in the span of like 2 hours, I ended up dropping $120.
No.
Like $70 on the GNC and then $60 or whatever to get my oil change. But I was planning for one of those. And the other $40 had not planned at all. But that's GNC for you. Be careful when you go to GNC. Like,
oh, you just wait.
They will. I've had so many times before where they've gotten me close to buying like some pre-workout or some multivitamin thing where I'm just like, oh, word, yeah, no, nope, never again.
Bro, you just wait. I can't wait for the podcast after I get a new car.
Oh, God.
It's almost that time.
Bruh, no.
It's
car
almost
shopping's the worst.
it's almost. I've only ever had to do it twice.
It is the worst.
Both were used. This next one's probably gonna be the first new car that I ever did. Yeah, either new or like used. It's got like 1,000 miles.
1,000 miles. New. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it for that reason alone. Because
No,
I'm gonna
bruh.
be in there talking about this is my budget.
Yeah. No, bro, but we got the souped up this Hemi 500. Bro, I just need to get from point A to B. All right? Like,
Listen, just give me an Accord, bro. Ain't nobody want to walk out of here.
for 50 months, like, we got this down payment. It's only going to take you the next 10 years to pay it off. But listen,
No
it's going to be
interest the
phenomenal.
first 12 months.
Yeah. But after that, it starts picking up at like 25%. And by the time, like, 5 years from now, it's
Yes.
going to be like 100%.
You will still be paying for this car when you're dead.
Yeah.
You will pass this bill on to your children.
But you could trade it in and get you a new car. And,
Oh, my gosh.
Shut up, dog.
I'm telling you. I like the Mazda 6s, though. Them things is nice, bro. I might do that. But, yeah, no.
Mazda got some heat.
Yeah, they really do now. No, I'm not looking forward to that podcast, bro. 'cause
No,
man. You
that's
talk about
gonna be
upselling. I have a hard enough time with the GameStop people. All I wanted was Call of Duty, bro.
Dog.
Hey, you know your membership is up. Yes, I know my membership was up. I saved
Shut up, leave me
$370.
alone.
I've saved $375 lifetime dollars on my membership. I know when my membership is up.
And part of my problem with GNC was I walked in and I was hella rude from the beginning. And it was just rude in one of those where I was like, look, I know you're going to try to talk me into buying this crap. I don't want to buy this.
Oh, my God.
So, look, I'm going to just brush you off. I'm going to give you one-word answers. I'm going to not make eye contact with you because that's when it all hell goes loose. And then as I was checking out, she started telling me about it, and I kind of felt bad. And I was like, oh, let me tell them more. And then her salesman skills just kicked in, and oh, yeah, no, it's phenomenal, blah,
They
blah,
had
blah.
literally been staying the whole day just talking to themselves.
Yeah.
Talking
And
to each
so-
other for the past 4 hours.
And when it was time to turn it on, they turned it on, and
boy.
I walked out 5 minutes later with a membership, and they probably got a bonus or something for getting someone to sign up.
Commission
Glad
for membership sign up.
glad I could help y'all out. So, yeah, that was my eventful day.
So that was today.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then I also had a Euro experience today. First of all,
Wait. A Euro experience?
gyro, Iro. So
Oh,
I'll explain.
those. Okay,
Yes.
okay. I got you.
Yes. So
I thought you meant literally like James Harden.
no. No. But no. That's why it was quite an experience. It was embarrassing in a little sense because it all started this morning when I forgot my lunch. I had made dinner last night and I had leftover. And it was perfect. I was like, oh, all right, I'm going to eat the rest of this morning lunch. And the past, like, month, I've just been getting, like, 6 to 5 hours of sleep. And so I always wake up mornings super tired and stuff like that. And I always got to rush to work because I work downtown. But I park, like, 7 blocks from where our building is. And so I got to park. Then I got to ride my skateboard to work. It's a whole mess. So I get downtown, I park, and as soon as I get out of my car, I remembered I forgot to grab my lunch. So I was like, crap. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to buy lunch. And so there's this Mediterranean, Lebanese, whatever place downtown. Get some food from there. So as I was walking up, getting ready to order, I'm standing there in line, and I don't know why, out of nowhere, I just became terrified. Oh, no, I didn't become terrified because I noticed the dudes in front of me, they were doing what I was going to do, or not what I was going to do, but what they were doing led me to do what I did.
Yeah.
Dude in front of me was ordering, and so they're ordering the Euro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, but they weren't saying the name. They were just like, yeah, let me get the number 2. With blah blah blah, and I was like, oh
crap.
And in that moment, no, I heard him saying, oh, I was like, oh, you just scared of saying it. I got you, ha. And I was making fun of him, and then I like second guess, and I was like, wait, how's it you say it again?
Number 2.
How's it you say it again? And so, legit, now I'm standing in line. I'm 3 people in front of me, and bro, I pulled up YouTube. and I remembered Jimmy Fallon had made a video with like Luke Bryan or some country singer making fun of like not knowing how to say the word. And legit, I'm over here watching this video hoping they say it correctly. They don't say it. Like, I don't get to the point where they say it correctly. Dude goes up to me, so what would you like? Can I get the number 2 with a side of
Yup. I'll take a number 2, man.
Bro, just give me the lamb.
Yeah.
G thing.
Yes.
Give me that.
The lamb too.
Give me the Mediterranean burrito or taco. The Mediterranean taco.
Let me get the gypsy chalupa.
Give me the.
Give me the.
It is the gypsy chalupa.
Yeah,
that's a perfect name. Why didn't you guys go with that? I know chalupa is Spanish, Mexican, whatever, but still, y'all had your. Oh, I'm upset, but that was my embarrassing moment of the day right there. I was just like, that's what I get. Trying to make fun of that dude, and over here, nope. Let me get the number 2. And dude said it, and like, he said it so quickly, and you're like, yeah, Euro, and I was like, yeah, that thing. Mm-hmm.
One of those.
I'm not repeating it, sir.
Yes.
Not repeating it. About to sound dumb.
No.
Because you know they judge you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stupid Americans.
Oh man. In other news, LeBron's trash.
Bro, I can't talk about this right now, bro.
LeBron is
Walk me through
trash.
it. Walk me.
But I didn't even watch the game last night because I was up, but I like got home and I was kind of making dinner late and all this, and I was keeping up with the score on my like the ESPN app, but I wasn't watching it because I knew how it was ultimately gonna end. But once like I found out about him missing 2 free throws and all that, and I don't care. Like, that's cool. You hit the clutch 3.
Yeah.
But that just tied it. That ain't win the game or whatever.
Right.
And then if you can hit a clutch 3 like that, but you can't make 2 free throws, nah, bro. Like, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. And especially for all you've been hyped up, like, by everyone, LA's got a new king. It's just the idea of everyone crowned him the king and all that so quickly. It's like, nah, dude.
Right.
You have not earned that yet.
And the thing, and we've been talking about this. And this is not a haterade thing. This is just a recognizing what the situation is. He's in, like, the Lakers are his side hustle. We've talked about this. So when I say, hey, I mean, the Lakers are not his only priority, bro, I'm not saying it's not that he doesn't care or that he doesn't have the fire or anything like that.
That wasn't his main intention.
All I'm saying is the Lakers are just kind of like a way for him to continue to do what he loves to do, while also making it easier for him to access the things that he's going to do after he's done playing basketball. It's really that simple. That being said, Lakers are still probably a playoff team.
Yeah, it's only 3 games in. Yeah, and they were doing this.
Nothing to worry about.
They were doing this without Ingram and Rajon because Chris Paul.
Oh yeah, I knew we were going to talk about that.
Oh my God!
Confirming.
We've
been talking about this for a while.
I've never wanted to just be able to teleport somewhere in that moment and just punch somebody so bad because, boy, do I hate Chris Paul.
And
like,
oh my God,
the hate I have for Chris Paul and James Harden is just ridiculous. Like, Harden has ruined basketball in the sense of like just garbage he does.
He's unwatchable.
Unwatchable.
He's not, because everybody thinks when they think James Harden because of SportsCenter, they think the step back. The biggest controversy that surrounds James Harden for the casual viewer is the step back is or is not travel. If you watch James Harden play for more than 5 minutes,
he bounces it, takes a step back, and then he'll take 2 more steps back.
It will drive you freaking
It's ridiculous. And then
nuts.
The thing where, because this all essentially started with Ingram shoving James Harden.
Right.
Which Ingram, I don't blame him 100% because the play that led up to this was James Harden was driving down, threw his shoulder into Ingram, whipped his head back, and then just threw the ball up. Yep. got the call, did the little whiplash like getting sniped in Call of Duty.
Yep.
Did that number, got the call, and James Harden kept complaining about something to the ref, and Ingram came by and just pushed him and was like, "Shut up, dog." And it was just one of those. It's like you're such a punk. Like, come on, dog. Yeah. Like that's such a cheap, like lousy way to play. And I would have done the same thing. And there's so many other players in the league that would have done the same things. And like they felt that moment with Ingram, and it's like, yeah, no, like we've all had that moment. We have all had that moment, and so it's like, bro. Don't blame you at all for doing that because we totally understand. And so that happened, and from there,
it just went
downhill. Was crazy.
It just went downhill from there.
Yeah, it was crazy because the camera kind of panned out. I was watching that game. The camera panned out, and it was focusing on Ingram, and I think it was Kuzma. No, it was Kuzma and Ball, because Ball kind of had pushed him away. Yeah. And at that point, it was everyone was getting together, and then the camera just shoots back, and you see like a little tussle going, and the camera shoots back, and Ingram runs in and just pops Chris Paul in the face. But essentially, everyone, or in that moment, immediately it was like, oh, Chris Paul claimed that Rondo spit on him, and that is when Spitgate came to fruition. Right. And so I was watching different videos and like different angles of it, and like Twitter was having a ball with it. This was at this was at like 12 a.m. Saturday night, but everybody was talking about it and stuff, because usually like when fights, quote unquote, fights happen in NBA, it's just a little shoving back and forth.
Yeah, like very rarely they're like punches thrown.
I can't remember the last time in a game where an actual punch has been thrown. I think it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think it has been a while. And so that was part of it when you see it, because it's not like one punch got thrown or whatever. No, Rondo threw 2 punches, CP3 threw 2 punches, and then Brandon Ingram threw 2 punches.
And, so that's the crazy thing. It could have been way worse if not for the malice of the palace. Yeah. The rule now is if you leave the bench, like if you are not in the play, you come off the bench, you already suspended. Was it like 2 games or something like that?
Yeah.
So it could have been way worse.
It could have been way worse.
So what? Brandon Ingram got 3?
No, he got 4 games.
He got 4 because he wasn't even.
Rondo got 3, and then Chris Paul got 2. My thing is, and they had this like super zoomed in video, and it just showed a little something coming out of Rondo's mouth, and it was he spit.
Which, if you're ever sweaty while wearing a mouth guard, you understand how easy it is for something like that to happen. Again, not defending Rondo. I'm not really like Rondo. I'm just saying.
And it's like, and if you're talking like that, especially they were super close to each other.
Yes,
super close to each other. And so if you're over here talking like little, like you could spit. I've done it where I've been talking and I accidentally let something go out of my mouth. But in that moment, I don't think Rondo intentional, because you're gonna spit on someone, you're gonna poop.
Well, and you better be ready to throw hands if you
exactly.
Which is exactly what he said today.
Yeah.
So they asked him about it, and he said, well, the first thing he said was crazy, and it's restoked the fire.
Oh, talking about how he's a terrible teammate.
Oh,
yes.
Which I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
And did you see Glenn Davis? Glenn Davis
did he say something?
I think something on Instagram. He replied to it where they had the quote. He was all like, "I've played with both of them. Chris Paul is a terrible teammate."
Yeah, bro.
And I was just like,
yeah.
And he's not gonna be there's gonna be other guys that are gonna be, oh yeah, no, Chris Paul's a terrible dude.
And see, the thing is, Pete and Cats have been scared to say it because he's been one of, quote unquote, the greatest point guards of all time, bro.
Yeah.
One of the best things I saw today, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna favorite this just because I'm waiting on it. Is he said all they said was still waiting on Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan to speak up.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
Yup.
Oh,
they got something to say.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, so it's just been interesting. And again, I've never really been a huge Rondo fan. And somebody asked me, like, whose side are you on? I'm like, I'm on nobody's side. But what I can tell you is this. When it comes to getting popped in the face, there are a few people in the league that deserve it more than Chris Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Because whereas James Harden tries to get the ref to call fouls,
James Harden is a wuss.
James Harden is a wuss and try to get away with fouling. That's the thing. Chris Paul is one of them dudes is like you could classify as dirty because he just fouls and then tries to get away with it.
Yeah. Oh no. Chris Paul has like just clips on clips of him being dirty and stuff like that. And one of my favorite things is like from last season in the playoffs when they were playing the Warriors, and I think it was KD. It was like one of the first it was the first game they were playing, and
I know exactly.
Chris Paul was guarding, I think, KD or something like that.
Yeah, he got switched onto him,
and like he got like. He smacked his hand, and I think KD, like the ball went out of bounds or something, and KD turned around and like was saying something to the referee, and Chris Paul was just like, "Man, stop being a little." Chris Paul basically told him, "Stop being a little baby, stop complaining." Wah wah wah.
Right.
2 minutes later, Chris Paul's doing the same crap, complaining to the referee and stuff like that, and it was just like, "You little turd!" Like you. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
I like Chris Paul makes me so mad, and so. Hated watching Chris Paul play basketball. Hated watching James Harden play basketball. Them on a team.
Well, that's what we said when he went there was
them on a team.
These cats on the court at the same time is unwatchable.
It's so does anybody,
painful
to watch.
If y'all want to know, ask yourself, bro. If this is 2K, why isn't Houston and New Orleans on TV? This is Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
This is James Harden, Chris Paul. Why isn't it on TV? You want to know why it's not on TV? Because the Houston stops the ball more than any other team in the league. It's just, on purpose.
It's so
on purpose. Nobody wants to watch it.
It's so painful.
It should have been on TV because Anthony Davis dropped a 35-point triple-double on James Harden's head.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because everybody knows. Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to watch them play.
No.
So, yeah, I remember when Chris Paul went to the team, we both you and I were like, oh, my God, both on the same team. This is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, so. No, it's ridiculous. And so I'm interested because they play again December 15th, and I'm assuming that's in Houston.
Yeah.
But, like, that game's going to be wild.
Oh, yeah. The whole West.
There is, like, Rondo is a guy I know who will just they've had history since 2009. This goes back to 2009 when apparently Rondo told him, he's like, you're never going to win a ring, blah, blah, blah. You're garbage and stuff like that. And then Chris Paul came back with, the only reason you ever won a ring was because you're on a team with Garnett and CP3. The dumbest, like, just such, okay, cool, dude. And it's just dumb. But basically, ever since then, they've had beef. And, yeah, I mean, December 15th, I just hope Rondo straight just decks him. Yeah. Bro, he could get suspended for the rest of the season. But if Rondo just gets a good couple licks in on him, bro, I'm buying me a Rondo jersey. I'm finding out what foundation he's got or whatever.
Is he wearing 9 this year?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have me a nice 9 Rondo jersey, and it ain't even going to be no off the Chinese site. I'm going to actually buy one from the NBA store.
$1.75.
Yep. I'm going to drop $1.75 just because as a show of my gratitude to you, Rajon Rondo, for doing something we all wish we could do.
Yes.
Shout
out to Rajon Rondo, bro. Max Kellerman. Shout out to First Take. Made me laugh harder, which is not good because I'm in a place right now where I can't laugh, bro. I can't breathe.
Yeah.
I was sick last week. I'm good now, but I still got this cough going on, bro. Your boy is borderline asthmatic. This man got on TV and it caught me off guard so bad because he said. In classic Max Kellerman fashion, when he starts his sentences real high, he said, if you have a guy like Lonzo Ball, what better person to have him learn the game from? Like then firsthand. Rondo. And he said, Rajon Rondo.
Yep. Yes. Bruh. Agree 100%.
No disrespect to Rondo. Again, I'm not a Rondo hater. No disrespect to Rondo, but on a team with LeBron on it, how in the world
is Rondo?
How in the world is Rondo the person that you say?
Yep.
I was so weak. I was like, dude, bro, you mean to tell me that a 6'6" point guard would be better off. Let's get this out of the way. LeBron, the best point guard on the team.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way. That just cracked me up. But when we said this, the Lakers are going to be fun to watch, which they already have. In 3 games, they're already fun to watch. So I'm really excited about where it's going to go because they've already created drama. 3 games in. Week 1 drama. Week 1 drama.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll kind of say about all this with the Lakers and with the LeBron stuff is, like, 3 games in, they're 0-3. 1, the games have all been close. It's not like they're getting blown out.
Yeah.
Yesterday, they lost in overtime. The game before that against the Rockets, literally, I mean, things turned after they lost 2 of their players at that moment. And so they could, and then the first game, it was against Portland. That one they could have easily won also. So they could easily be at least 2-1. And so it's too early to overreact to that. But the other thing is, I'll remind people, and a lot of people are like, oh, no. LeBron, doesn't matter what team he goes to, he's going to kill and destroy. He's going to just dominate and stuff like that. It's like, bro. He's in the West now. He's in the West now. It's a whole different game in the West. Like, I don't know why people don't understand that. The first 3 teams they've been playing, Portland, Houston, and yesterday they played Spurs. 3 teams that have been in the top 5 the past 5 years or whatever.
And you have yet to play the Warriors, the Timberwolves, or the Thunder.
Yeah, exactly.
And Jimmy Butler.
And you got to play those teams at least 2-3 more times in the year.
Right. So
rough. It's still way too early on to overreact and stuff like that.
In the same division as the Warriors, I got to play the Warriors like 18 times for the year.
Yeah, they play the Warriors 4 times. And so that's going to be crazy in itself. And so it's not going to be a cupcake. And still, it's going to be a slow start, and they're going to take some time to figure it out. But the biggest thing's hurting the Lakers right now is, like, they don't have any dominant 3-point shooters.
No.
And, like,
I thought KCP was going to be that guy.
The best 3-point shooter for us has been so far is Lonzo Ball, I think, which he's fixed his shot up some, and he's hitting them right now.
That's good.
He's looking a little more confident. And so if he gets confident in his shot and he's able to make those threes, that's going to be big time. Kuzma's just a beast. Kuzma's going to keep getting better. And I think those young guys will, like, evolve a lot over this season.
Yeah.
I hope they keep those 4 core of Kuzma, Josh Hart, Lonzo, and I guess Ingram also. But my biggest worry, I think, depending where they are halfway through the season, they might try to make a trade. And
that was literally where I was going.
So that's where it's going to be interesting because seeing how desperate they get.
Yeah, I'm curious as to whether we're going to get movie star LeBron or GM LeBron.
Yeah.
Movie star LeBron is what you want, Lakers fans. Movie star LeBron is the one that lets things be as they are because y'all's young core, we know that we've watched them the past few years and been like, yo, this Southern California rivalry is coming soon and basketball needs it.
Yeah.
But then we could get GM LeBron last year. They literally acquired 4 people and traded 6. Like, that is insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And that's my other thing. If you're going to get someone, I don't want 40-year-old Kyle Korver coming.
No.
Just because he can hit a couple threes.
No.
That's great and all, but you're getting someone that can't play defense at all, which you're already having teams drop 130 on you. Like, getting Kyle Korver, you might get a couple extra threes, but you're also going to get a couple extra buckets scored on you. So it just doesn't level out. So unless you're getting like Damian Lillard or someone huge, like at that point I'll be like, okay, yeah, I understand why you make that move and you might have to ship one of these guys off and stuff. But at the end of the day, I think like there's no way you trade Kuzma and Ingram. Those are the top 2. I think Ball is movable with Rondo because Rondo could do everything Ball can do, minus the shooting and stuff like that. But Rondo's phenomenal with assists and rebounds. Rondo was like such an underrated rebounder because dude doesn't shoot and stuff like that, and so he's just always camping under the paint as soon as shots go up, snagging up boards and stuff like that.
He's still a serviceable defender too, which is
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. But yeah, no, I do fear, and this is a Warriors fan. I worry that one or two of their young core could get traded. Depending on how the relationships are with LeBron.
Yeah.
Halfway through the season, we'll see. I like the idea of them being together 2-3 years from now, like that. Man, I'm telling you, especially with Josh Hart, a guy coming off the bench who could potentially
he could be starting another team.
Yes,
yeah,
and starting at shooting guard.
Yeah,
but yeah, dude, man, I miss baller Jordan Clarkson. He's a dude I wish that could have got like a shot, because my man went to Cleveland and disappeared off the face of the earth.
Imagine if Jordan Clarkson was at that Houston game. I'm telling you, if he was on that game and on that court, things would have popped off even more. Because from the past couple of years, there's nobody that's been more about that life on the Lakers than Jordan Clarkson.
Right.
Like, there's this photo of him I saw resurface on Twitter the other day where he's just in the typical black guy stance. We could throw the hands now. Right. He's got his hands on his shorts and like kind of just ready. All right, bro, we could throw it down right now. And then one of my favorite things, favorite memes that came out of that moment between Rondo and CP3 is like there's a shot of it, and to the left you see Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
And Nipsey Hussle is standing up and he's doing the same. Nipsey Hussle, a viewer, he's watching the game. He's like, this photo captures it perfectly where he's
right.
I'm about to risk it all.
Yes.
I am about to risk it all.
My favorite.
He stood up, hands on his pants.
My man was ready to go.
Tag it up, pull it up, ready to run on the court, hit whoever he got to hit. Because he LA.
I love that some of the conversations when it comes to a city's loyalty to a team that came up from this. But one of my favorite ones in the different angle of the shot was Travis Scott. And they had a picture of Travis Scott, and somebody said, "Hey, yo, somebody get that dude from Astroworld too." And it's just him looking mad worried.
I saw that one. Because he was there, right?
Yeah,
he was there.
That junk had me.
Yeah.
Weak.
So that video was hilarious because on the left you got Nipsey Hussle ready to run on the court and contribute to the cause. And then on the other side, there's this white guy standing up there with his hand on his hips. And someone memed it, and it was just like, this is basically this two Americas where you got Nipsey Hussle on the left here.
Yes.
He was like,
right.
I could throw the hands also. Like, you mess with my team, we can make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff. And then on the right side, you got this white dude, and it was like, what's this buffoonery going on?
Yes.
Like, would you look at him? And it was just a very judgmental, like, oh, can you believe this? Like
buffoonery.
Carol, you won't believe what I saw today at the Lakers game. Did you hear what?
Honey, did you see this?
I mean, these black people, would someone keep them in check?
Up Negroes on hotcakes. That's what it reminded me of.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, shout out to Dave Chappelle. Kill Him Softly, 2007, bro. DC. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen that, one of the greatest stand-ups of all time.
Yeah, so I saw that meme and it made me laugh so hard
funny.
Because I was just like, oh yeah, that's 100% representative of that moment. Because Nipsey was ready for whatever. That city affected him in but Nipsey, and that's the thing, if Nipsey would have jumped in, like, I guarantee you there's a bunch of people in the crowds that would have jumped in also.
Yes. Well, this
and
is where
Houston would have been dead.
This is where the hypotheticals and theoreticals had me absolutely dead that night, because, and I wasn't even really thinking in this plane. I was really just thinking about like Chris Paul and like Rondo, the situation. Did he spit? Did he not? Brandon Ingram, you're an idiot. Where you coming from? You're gonna get at least 3 games for this. Yada, yada. That's where my brain was at. The thing that had me dead just to think about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad this did not happen, because like when it comes to a place's loyalty, not even to the team, but like to like a player.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, yo, if somebody put hands on Steph, Oracle Arena would have been a crime scene.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, and in that moment, I was glad. I was like, I'm so glad this didn't happen. Now, that's the thing. That's the thing that's different with like LA, because
Rondo's that was legit his second game with Lakers, and so there's not that same affection to it or whatever. But if this had been Kobe, my dog,
yes,
Chris Paul wouldn't have led the stadium.
Especially like if this was in like the early 2000s.
Oh, it's
where
over.
Security's way different. Like
yeah,
no,
if it was before Malice in the Palace. Malice in the Palace is what changed everything. If it was before that, it would have been over. It's a wrap.
Lakers. I will say this, bro. Lakers goofy, but they got a few players on their teams where I'm like, I'm just not trying to get involved with all that.
Oh yeah.
And what's crazy is the Warriors have not been that team in the past. But now it's not just Draymond Green. We can get a couple guys to take out Draymond Green.
Yeah.
You look down the line, you're like, DeMarcus Cousins look awfully healthy down there and ready to go.
Yep.
You know,
that's the thing with the Lakers, bro. If you got Lance Stevenson being the peacemaker, it's a good day for you. Because we got Lance Stevenson, we got Michael Beasley, who thank God wasn't on the court when that happened, because Lord knows what would have happened then.
Michael Beasley. All we would have seen was Michael Beasley suspended 20 games.
20 games.
Only to find out he wasn't even playing.
Nope. Didn't do a dang thing. It was like, bro, you ain't even checking into the game once. He ain't checking in the game once. Bruh. Michael Beasley suspended for 50 games.
Is he healthy?
What did he do? Yeah.
I'm convinced the Lakers signed him to keep him away from the Warriors, bro. I was like, because he was hooping.
Yeah.
Like, he was hooping. Yeah. And then they signed him. He hasn't played yet. So
I'm sure they'll roll him out probably tomorrow.
He's a 6'8"
They play
shooter.
the Suns, and the Suns aren't great.
Yeah.
They're not terrible, and so depending how that and those need to eventually go to him, especially with Ingram, Rondo out for a couple more games.
Oh yeah, they've got depth. They're just still figuring out how to use it, bro.
Yeah, so
man,
but no, I'm looking forward to December 15th. It'll probably be in Houston. Even at that point, I don't care. I still want Rondo to come with all that smoke. Like that game's gonna be ridiculous, and I think I want something to happen, but I know nothing will happen because the refs are going to be calling it they call a Warriors game where like Draymond looks at someone and it's a tech.
Yeah, tech.
Yeah, so it's going to be one of
those. And
then
they review it to see which one it is.
Yeah. And so it's going to be one of those where it's like Rondo even like if they make eye contact with each other, it's going to be a tech or whatever. They're going to try to shut it down at all costs. NBA doesn't want
as if
that
game already won't be stopped up by whistles.
Exactly. So, and that that's what we used to get with Warriors Clippers. And the reason was Chris Paul. Chris Paul is the underlying factor of all of this. Those games between Warriors and Clippers, when it was the Clippers of Blake Griffin and DeAndre, those games always were just a fight about to break out every second. Time. And it's Chris Paul at the center of it all the time because he's just a punk.
Yes, and the only reason those didn't pop off, and this was so funny, this would crack me up about watching the fan bases back and forth because a lot of those games were televised. It got to the point where I was like, why are they putting Clippers Warriors on TV? Why are they still doing this?
They know it's must see. Oh, they know it's must watch.
Well, the funny part was the Warriors started winning the games. And then they didn't start winning them. They started beating them by average of like 20 on TV.
They had beat them 9 straight.
Right,
and it was a rivalry. And Draymond was like, "How's it a rivalry?
They haven't beat us in 3 years.
Yeah, we've been destroying them. You can't call it a rivalry.
Yeah,
bro.
They haven't beat us in 3-4 years. So he has found himself at the center of it. And again, like I'm not the type of dude that like wants to champion justice for certain players in the league. Like I'm not that extreme, but Chris Paul is one of those dudes, man. Like people just need to understand. If I hear one of the greatest true point guards of all time ever again, bro.
No.
First off, you got to be a teammate to be a point guard. I don't want to see his assist numbers. Don't care. Dude hasn't been watchable since he was on the same team as David West before the Hornets moved out of New Orleans, bro.
Early.
He hasn't been watchable.
No.
Since then.
No.
And you put him on the team with another unwatchable dude who has probably top 3, if not top 2 next to KD, offensive talent in the league.
Yeah.
Going to the rim 13 times a game, bro. Hard pass.
It's terrible. It's so bad. But
anyway,
we're going to go ahead, take a quick break, finish this off. Culture Discourse Podcast. The other thing that happened today I forgot to mention was I somehow ended up making a bet on the World Series with my boss because he was making a bet with someone else.
Right.
I'm a Dodgers fan by affiliation.
I love how you said LA. Ended up making a bet.
Yeah, because he walked in and he was kind of talking with this other guy who's also a Dodgers fan, and he's a Boston Red Sox fan, and they were talking about a bet and stuff, and he's like, "Hey Ben, you want to get in on this?" I was like, "Okay, sure." Kind of not really paying attention, kind of just doing my work. And the next thing I know, I got into a $50 bet with some bourbon involved, and
$50 in a bottle.
Yeah, today's just been a day of like things happen, and then 30 minutes later, I'm like, "What the frick just happened?" Like, and so that was the first instance of it, and I should have known at that moment. Like, oh, it's going to be a lot more. So, it's been quite an eventful day. Ooh, my guy Kobe dropped a new book. Ooh, I'm going to have to cop that.
A book?
Yeah. The Mamba Mentality, How I Play.
Yeah. When did that come out?
Today.
Oh, dang.
Today? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing about it for a while.
Yeah. Oh, that's hype.
Bruh.
I don't read, but I
gotta send you the video on the because you heard Kobe doing the what is it called? Focus?
Yeah.
Not Focus. It's called something else, but he breaks down game film, whatever.
Yeah. No, it's called Focus.
Is it called Focus?
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody took audio from one of his clips and put it to LeBron, and he was like, "All right, so the first thing I like to do is I like to take advantage of easy opportunities."
Yeah.
This is one of them right here. And he bricks the free throw. Look at this right here. Look at this. Easy money. And he bricks the second one. He says, "This is detail. Detail. Right. Yeah. This has been detailed. Go on the website for more information." I was like, no, who did this?
Dirty.
Who did this?
That's
Anyway,
dirty.
now we went back.
No.
But nah. But Kobe, bro, I've been wanting to subscribe to those, and I want to get that book.
Yeah. Nah. Cause I had heard something about it, like he obviously had been writing it for a while, but they just announced it recently and then it dropped, and so it all happened quickly and hadn't gotten a chance to get the book. But of course, my phone just died out when I needed to look at what I was about to. Oh no! So Marvel canceled a couple, or not Marvel, Netflix canceled a couple shows. So they canceled Iron Fist last week, and the next day they canceled Luke Cage, which Iron Fist season 2 had just dropped only a couple weeks ago, like 2-3. It hadn't even been a month, I think, for since the new Iron Fist had been out, and I think me, like many people, had a love-hate relationship with Iron Fist. I think I, like many Marvel fans, just watched it because it's part of the Marvel series.
Right.
And it kind of tied in with the Defenders and all that, and tied in with all the series Netflix was doing. And so, but it was just such a frustrating show because it wasn't great, but like I said, it tied in with everything. And the first season, it was like every 5 minutes, Danny Rand, "I'm the immortal Iron Fist."
Or doing something dumb.
It's just something so dumb.
Yeah.
Ridiculously dumb. And every time I'd just be watching, I was like, "Oh, this show is frustrating me." Yet I still managed to sit through it. And even season 2 was a little better, but the same thing was happening where I was just like, I'm not exactly sure if I like this show, but I'm gonna sit through it and I'm gonna watch it. And season 2 was interesting and all, and some stuff happened in season 2 also where I'm just like, okay, like
honestly, we're at the place where Colleen is a much more interesting character Than Danny.
Yeah. And they essentially make that switch at the end. They threw a curveball there, which I didn't see at all, with her becoming. No. If you haven't seen it already, she becomes the Iron Fist and stuff. So have you seen the season 2?
Top to bottom.
All right, legit. That last episode where this man comes back. And then he has both Iron Fists. I was like, oh, okay, hype.
Right.
But this man's now manipulating bullets. I almost punched my TV. I was just like, bro.
So the only reason that was done poorly is because, and I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to stretch our minds in the sense of, hey, you can do more than just put it into your fist.
Yeah.
In the comic books, that's been a thing he's been able to do for a while. But the problem was the show never gave us any possibilities outside of your fist.
One fist, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was why it was such a wow moment.
Yeah.
When they were like, oh, shoot, there are two, right? And there's one dude's is red and this guy's is yellow, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, hers is white.
Yeah.
All that stuff. They didn't really, as far as like using it outside your body, they didn't really unlock any of that. Like, yeah, they didn't. So when he's just shooting through bullets, it came off as really corny, like super cheesy.
Just like, bro, what are you doing?
Okay, now this is the Matrix. My man is throwing. Yeah. You don't need to put chi in bullets, bro.
No,
they bullets.
They bullets. What are you doing?
Unless they're like rubber bullets, they don't really kill people. You know what I'm saying?
He did that. Season 2 ended. And I was so mad.
Yeah.
I was so mad. I don't know why. I was just like, bro, this is so what?
Right.
And I understand leaving people with a cliffhanger and stuff like that, but that's just a terrible one. That is a terrible one.
My hope, especially after Luke, and I still have not watched the second season. I heard it was so bad. I will probably have to go back and watch it.
The accents were bad.
Yeah,
the Jamaican accents were bad. Man.
Yes, but I'll have to go back. I'm hoping. I don't think it's gonna happen, but everybody's been talking about Heroes for Hire.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Which is because
it's Luke Cage and Danny Rand, right?
What's crazy is their story. They end up becoming good friends, practically brothers, like to the point of where when Luke has a kid, Danny's like the godfather.
Yeah.
So like they have a long career of like working together, and I'm hoping. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm hoping they'll be able to turn it into that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
2 shows gone.
And then there's also like another series where it's Misty and the girl, where they kind of partner up and they do stuff also. And I think if they do that, that would be really
I think it's called like Night and Wing, or something like that. I've heard of that. Yeah. And I thought that'd be pretty. I'd never heard of it before. Their partnership in the show, and I was like, yo, that would actually be kind of cool because Misty's dope. I like Misty.
Yeah, Misty.
And then Colleen, obviously, like we said, a little bit more interesting than Danny at this point.
Gosh,
but
so Iron Fist, I don't think anyone was really surprised that one got canceled because it hadn't been doing that great. We have all the 4 series with Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. Iron Fist was definitely on the bottom of the list.
Do we get to talk about Daredevil?
Bruh, I haven't seen the new season yet.
That's okay. Kara and I aren't done with it yet, but what I can tell you is this. That show is going to get more seasons than is necessary. It's that good. It's going to last longer than it needs to.
Oh, yeah.
Ridiculous.
I still hold season 2 of Daredevil is the greatest season of a show I've ever seen. And so I've heard season 3 is better than season 2, which is just absurd to me because season 2 was really just so well done.
That'll be hard for me to admit in the short, with it being so fresh still because to me, adding John Bernthal to what was already going on that season, it was unbeatable.
When they brought Punisher in, Elektra and all that, it was just
they managed so many.
I got to go back
so
and
well,
watch. Yeah,
so good.
Yeah,
this one is at the quality level of the first 2 seasons, and it's not like. And I like Jessica Jones. I actually like that Jessica Jones isn't canceled because it's a very different Marvel show.
Yeah,
it's a detective show.
It's a detective show that's done very well.
Yeah, and there's a lot of psycho.
They have a strong female character who can hold her own, which is you don't see a lot in Marvel movies and stuff like that. And that's the other reason with that. I think that one in itself probably pulls in with different demographic more.
Yeah.
And
so it doesn't feel like a Marvel show
no,
when you
it
watch
doesn't.
it.
Yeah, no. Like you get the every now and then surprise visit from Luke Cage,
right?
Or like some of these other,
some
guys.
of the characters from other shows, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this third season, I think we're on episode 8 or 9, and it's crazy because if I were to rank all the Marvel shows right now, it would literally be
Daredevil,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
yes, Daredevil 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, easily, and it'd be the first 3 seasons of Daredevil, and then probably like second season of Jessica Jones was really good.
Oh
and
yeah,
the first season of Luke Cage was really good.
Yep, very good.
But yeah, everyone was shocked when our Luke Cage got canceled, and that one, like. Season 2 wasn't as great. I enjoyed season 2. Like a lot of people were saying the accents were terrible and stuff.
Yeah.
And for me, like I can't tell you between a good Jamaican accent and a bad Jamaican accent. And so, like I guess if you live in New York or like you're around Jamaican people, all that stands out to you more. And so to me, I didn't find it as problematic or whatever. And I enjoyed it. It was a solid season.
I'll definitely have to go watch it. It's the only season of a Marvel show I have not watched.
Yeah, and like I like what they do with the music also because like the first season was very hip hoppy and like not hip hop. That sounded like a white dude, middle aged white.
A friend of ours said
once
he saw
very
Luke Cage,
hip hoppy,
yes, urban.
Frick is right. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's my least favorite one.
Ew, yeah.
That's my least favorite.
Urban. Oh my! If you ever get rough,
don't use urban as an adjective. You're not allowed.
You're not allowed. Don't do it. Are you from the urban community, bro? You will get hit.
We need somebody who has a feel for the urban community.
It reminds me of what's the show? Blackish.
Oh,
like
I need to start that show,
dude. It's hilarious.
I've heard that show is so good.
One of the first like couple episodes because he works at this advertising agency and whatever, and basically he ends up getting a promotion. And we're gonna make you our lead designer for our new urban division. It was just like.
Bro, I live in the suburbs.
Why gotta be urban? Just say
I live in the suburbs.
I live in the suburbs just like you guys. Tom, I'm your freaking neighbor. And it's just like, bro, I live in the same area as you. And it was just like the whole play on the word urban and like,
oh yeah,
bro, come on, y'all. The act is up. Urban.
But now Luke
stop
Cage
trying to gentrify hood.
Right. Oh God.
You've already done it essentially with the word urban, but
right.
like when you hear urban, you just hear
all I know is a friend of ours,
gentrified.
A friend of ours said once he saw Luke Cage dab, he was done.
Oh yep, Bomani. No, it wasn't Bomani. No, I heard who said that,
bruh. Well, Chandler was the one that said it to me, and I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah. No. I was thinking of I listened to Breakfast Club, and
yeah.
Charlemagne said that. Charlemagne had mentioned that like Luke Cage dabbed, and he was just like, yeah. And I do remember that happening, and it was cringeworthy. It was because one, it was like 3 years too late.
Right.
And then 2, he did it like a white person. He did it, held it, paused, and it was just like, ew.
Yeah.
It was really cringeworthy. And that was one of those where whoever wrote that deserved to get fired.
Right.
But, yeah. But I think essentially what's going to happen is because Disney's been working on getting their own streaming platform going because like a decent amount of stuff that was on Netflix was all Disney owned.
Oh my gosh!
And so it all just made sense. Where Disney's like, wait, why are we lending you our quality stuff? Like, bro, we have so much resource, we have so much content. We could have our own streaming service.
Yeah,
we're freaking Disney.
Insane.
We're freaking Disney, and so they're gonna be rolling their streaming service out next year. That's when the aim time is, and it kind of all makes sense. And I heard some stuff about like contract, and they had different disputes as far as where to take the next direction with Luke Cage and stuff. Luke Cage was canceled more of like just creative differences and all that. And
yeah,
stuff.
I saw that.
Iron Fist was canceled just because it wasn't doing well. Like that one was just very clear, and so I think in some way like. There's no way, at least for Luke Cage, that one dies off. I don't think it's just gonna die off. And
right.
And so I'm not sure about Defenders. I don't know like if that got renewed for a second season. I heard it probably wasn't or something like that. But because that's essentially where those two could come back.
It wasn't a priority for them. But what's cool about all the Defenders is they all work together in pairs a ton. And even if we don't get that, there are a lot of like New York area superheroes that they could go to if they want to. It would just be hard. Like you got Luke Cage that's gone out of Harlem. Yeah. And now you got Iron Fist who's now gone out of Chinatown. So it would be tough to bring in another street hero and then be like, these two characters are not going to show up in this show at all, or to have them come in. So that's why I like the idea of Heroes for Hire. If you don't have a quality individual product, bring them together, lean into the fact that their styles clash. Because that was the whole thing when they met in the Defenders. Like, they're so almost like opposites of one another. Yeah. But, now we'll see what happens. Thing is with Disney, and it is crazy. Like, the more I think about it, I think it's going to be another 3 months. Yeah. When Disney's going to complete its acquisition of Fox. Yeah. So if you like take a moment and think about how much
much content.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
so much content. It's gonna be crazy. They have like ESPN Plus rolling with like all their which like it's only $5.
They got LucasArts, they got Marvel, they got Disney Animated Studios, and they're probably gonna include their Pixar stuff. Yeah, it's
crazy, absurd. It is so absurd, and so like the only streaming whatever service I pay for right now is Spotify, but it's clutch because I get like basic Hulu, and now Spotify also gives you Showtime. It's like their college student deal. So legit, I'm getting Hulu, I'm getting Spotify, and I'm getting Showtime, all for $5.99 a month.
Ask them if you can trade it in Showtime or HBO,
bro. And like legit. I would take that if I could, but Showtime's got some solid shows on it.
There's a few that I haven't even started watching.
Showtime's starting to like put some actual money into their stuff. Yeah. And like they got some really good stuff. But a show I'm about to finish that I've been hearing some people talk about it stuff. You know Sacha Baron Cohen? Yes. The dude Borat? Yeah. Borat and what was the other one? Bruno. Yeah. Bruno.
Oh my God.
Both something. But
you talking about his show?
Yeah.
That's on Showtime? Yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
I think it's called Who Is America?
Yes. Dude. This is America.
This is...
Yeah. Is it This Is America?
I think... Let's see.
Because I remember hearing about it and going, did he...
Yeah. Yeah. So... Go ahead and talk real quick.
No, it's all good. No, it's been crazy to watch social media in real time while that show is going on. Because that's another one of those shows where you laugh.
Yeah, it's Who Is America.
Who Is America? Okay. Yeah. You laugh, but then you realize, should I be laughing?
Bro, so legit, I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in, and there's only like 7 episodes in the first season. But basically, the premise of the show is he dresses up in a disguise. He has like 4 main characters. Yeah. And he alternates between like the 4 main characters each episode, and each episode like each each skit or each bit, he's one of the characters and he's meeting with someone who's in like Congress or someone who's in a political office, someone who's like important, someone who's faces everywhere out there. He's had like the last episode I watched, Dick Cheney was on it. A couple episodes ago, it was some dude from like Georgia who's like on their whatever house party, something important people basically on it. Yeah, but he disguises as these characters, and he basically gets these people to say some of the most ridiculous and do some of the most ridiculous things ever, and you're just like. Yeah, it's left in that moment where I was watching it, and it's like, for me being a black guy, it's just like, I can laugh at this. You can't laugh at it, white people, because nah, it should make you uncomfortable. Like, it's here for my enjoyment.
The one clip that I saw, and I was like, if the whole show is like this, I just gotta dedicate some like time and like brain energy to watch it, appreciate it, and also just be frightened by it. But the clip where he's talking cats into, like, he's legitimizing arming, like, babies with guns.
Yeah.
That whole clip, bro, is absurd. Absolutely insane. These people are, like, serious.
Yes.
And I was like, how? Somebody walk me through how this conversation can happen and be serious.
Bro, so that's like the second episode. And legit, he's meeting with this dude who, like, it was a couple of people he met with, but it's basically meets with them and talks. This character is like this dude who's kind of like anti-terrorist and stuff.
Yeah.
In the most ridiculous accent and stuff. He does this like ridiculous walk. But yeah, meets with them. It's just like, hey, I got this new policy. It's like, Americans, they're being so wimpy and stuff. And it's like, no, we need to, like, have our kids. And it's like, the way we prevent school violence is if our kids have guns. And these dudes, yeah, no, I totally agree. Our kids should have guns.
Right.
And then he goes and it's just like, I think we should start them as low as the age of 3. It was just like, oh, yeah, no, yeah, I think that's phenomenal. I think that's phenomenal. And so basically do this infomercial where he's having them read this script.
Yes.
And it is hilarious.
Oh,
There's this one where I got to find it, but it basically, I'm going to pause this real quick and I'm going to find this because the transcript of it is hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, here. So I found this on Pitchfork, and they describe the show better than what I just tried to do. But across 7 episodes, Cohen plays an array of characters who interview the diverse individuals who populate our unique nation. Ahead of its premiere, the show shared a new clip featuring politicians and other prominent figures endorsing a gun training program for children as young as 4 years old. And it's actually like young as 3 years old even in the video.
Right.
If you watch the episode. But it goes on to read, during one interview, Larry Pratt, Executive Director Emeritus of Gun Owners of America, read a script detailing why such a program would succeed, and he unwillingly uses the name of several musicians as scientific evidence. And, bro, this part was hilarious because they were reading it serious.
Yep.
They were just reading the transcript and not even, like, understanding what they were actually saying.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of those, I don't care who you are, bro. Like, if you don't know who Cardi B is, like, you've heard that name so I'll just go ahead and read part of it. So part of it was, children under 5 also have elevated levels of the pheromone Blink-182, produced by the part of the liver known as the Rita Ora. This allows it's just so funny. This allows nerve reflexes to travel along the Cardi B neural pathway to the Wiz Khalifa 40% faster, saving time and saving lives. There was at least 2-3 guys that read this part, dead serious, just read it, and I was just like,
no,
this is
so bad,
just comical. And my thing is, like, no. I don't think there'll be a second season of this show because just like he's gonna get sued by every person that was on that show and stuff like that. And
we didn't
like,
give you permission.
I don't know what the legal ramifications are gonna be and all that, but like the Georgia lawmaker, that dude, his life got ruined. He basically was done for after whatever happened with him.
Yeah.
But basically, because Cohen baited him, and his was funny because I think his was more how do you fight off terrorists or stuff like that, or like terrorist training and stuff, trying to identify him. And at one point, he's basically doing this training with them, and he's just like, you know how to get their attention, you got to say the N-word. And that's all Cohen says. And he kind of just leaves it up for the dude to determine what that N-word is.
Yeah.
And the dude is like, okay. And so the next scene is just like,
oh my God,
stop. And he's just, N-word, stop you, N-word, stop you, N-word.
Oh my God.
And then after he's done, Cohen's just like, dude, like, come on, bro. Not that N-word. That word's offensive. I just meant like noonie. It was just like some dumb word he made up or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just kind of went past it. And
oh my God.
it's absurd. I'm telling you, like, this is one of the most fascinating shows I've ever watched because it's just, he gets some big name people up there.
Yeah.
Like people, like it says, that make this country unique. And so people that have whole power and stuff.
Yeah.
And just seeing like how these people are easily deceived and stuff like that, or how all it takes is like, hey, we agree with what you like your policies and your ideas and stuff.
Yeah,
and
we'll
how
promote
that
your
easily,
stuff.
that easily just gets them to break out of their bubble and start doing some ridiculous stuff. It's wild.
That's wild.
Show is called Who is America?
And
if you have Showtime.
Showtime? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Showtime.
Man,
watch it on there. Even there, like, find it however you can. Even watch clips of it on YouTube, because I'm telling you, it is ridiculous. It is such a wild. And all the episodes, it's only like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Short episodes and stuff. But each episode I'm just watching, and it's just crazy. And it's so well done because they just think of some, like, genius ways to, like, entrap these people and just, like, make them to show how stupid they are. It's crazy.
Oh, man.
So, Who is America? Check it out. But last thing I got before we finish up here is just, it's been a minute, so I got to give you guys Stop White People 2018.
Yeah.
Because we just need to stop white people, because y'all bugging. Y'all bugging.
Hey, man. Why don't we do... I got to ask this question. I got to.
What?
Why don't we do a Stop Black People 2018? Explain for the masses.
Because we've been stopped enough. It's simply said. We've been stopped enough. If you asking that, the nerves.
Great answer. Are we racist by doing Stop White People 2018?
Nope.
No.
No. It's checks and balances. Y'all been checking us a lot.
Checks and balances.
We trying to balance it out over here. Checks and balances.
The legislative
Civics and Act. Shout out to Seth Ashburn. Shout out to Seth Ashburn. Civics teacher.
Oh,
Carrie
my
Howe.
God.
Only guy I ever liked.
Legislative branch decided that we will do Stop White People 2018
as
segment.
members of the black community, have decided to enforce our own checks and balances.
Oh, my God.
To balance this crap out.
Oh.
It's been bugging.
Bless us with today's Stop White People 2018.
So this one caught my eye today, and I didn't even really read into it and stuff. And shoot, this might not even be white people, but I'm just
already
assuming it's white
phone.
people.
I can't wait.
So, and it's from Now This.
Oh, yes.
And the tweet just read, the $700 soup is made with caterpillar fungus. And that's the photo. Looks pretty gross.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to watch the video any longer to learn more about it or anything like that. But I was just like, yep, nope. That's going to do it right there. Two things. $700 soup. That's stupid. That's pretty dumb. Like earlier in the season, not even the season, earlier in some of our podcast episodes, we talked about the burger that was made out of the gold buns and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, let's stop wasting money on food. Let's stop wasting money on these ridiculous food and food is one of those things. No, if you spend in more than $100 on one item, nope, a bowl of soup,
then you're doing it. Then you're doing it just to say you're doing it.
Yep. I hate Noodles and Company. But I'll go.
Can I have some bacon mac and cheese? That would be $24.
Yeah.
37.
I
hate Panera.
I hate Noodles and Company.
It's like the Panera.
Because they charge me $24 for a bowl of soup that I can make at home. If I'm not willing to spend $24 at Noodles and Company
the broth,
the
broth.
I'm gonna drink that soup and I'm just as hungry as soon as I walk out the door.
Oh my gosh!
I sure as heck ain't about to spend $700 on soup. And I understand some people got money and stuff like that to throw it out and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But that's just a placebo effect at that point. That's money playing games on you. That's money telling you, "Ooh yeah, this tastes a lot better than it is."
What you gonna do with me other than spend me on this?
Yep.
What else you gonna do?
Yep. Hey, bro, you try that $700 soup?
Dang.
Oh, word.
I want to be able to say I tried the $700 soup.
No.
Pass.
Hard pass.
Pass.
Hard pass. So, that's Stop White People 2018. Yeah. Real simple and but $700 soup made out of caterpillar fungus. What?
Caterpillar fungus.
Like, also, who's the person that discovered caterpillar fungus tasted good? White people.
Tasted. First of all, I love how
I take that back. Tasted good's not a good word because it probably don't taste good. Somebody lying to y'all.
So I Googled caterpillar fungus, and the results are all over the place. All over the place.
What are they?
First of all, I gotta make a confession. We're in full control of this recording. I could have easily let this pass. I thought you were saying suit.
Oh, nope.
I was like $700. That's not bad.
Nope.
Bro, I can go to Men's Warehouse right now.
Nah, $700 soup. Nah, that's great.
Oh no,
Soup's gonna last you forever. Soup, SOUP.
Yes. Nope. So since I've corrected it, some of the results that I've gotten have been pretty crazy. Apparently, caterpillar fungus has been banned in some places for having deadly chemicals in it.
Mm-hmm.
Caterpillar fungus is basically, and I didn't click on to read it, but it says caterpillar fungus, the Himalayas Viagra. And I was at Viagra, the Himalayas.
Oh,
I was like, what?
My gosh.
So maybe that's why it costs so much. I got nothing. I
can elaborate on that based off what you just said. We gonna keep this PG?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Essentially, you're telling me is people are spending $700 for a bowl of Viagra.
Hey, I don't know what's in the soup. I don't know how to cook the soup. All I know is caterpillar fungus is just one of them things, man. One of them things makes things happen.
All right.
Well, anyway, I don't know who y'all are, but all y'all need to stop 2018.
Stop it.
You need to quit.
It. Checks and balances. Checks and balances. We out here.
Bro, listen, you can follow me at Chase Actually.
I'm gonna have to factually.
For real. The legislative branch has decided that oh my gosh.
We are gonna
checks and balances. I'm
That's
gonna start saying it to folks.
Yep.
You can't say that. Hey man, checks and balances,
bro. Shut up. Checks and balances.
Checks and balances. No, the one that got me is when people started saying, "Hey man, reparations." I'm like,
what do you mean?
I'm like, bruh. He said, I want 200 years worth of slavery back pay. I'm like, oh, okay.
You can stop by giving me $5 off.
I know. We need to talk to Native Americans about reparations, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all gotta say those people are still alive. Like they're still here.
Yeah.
Oh man, checks and balances.
Checks and balances.
I'm gonna start saying it to folks, bro.
Follow the podcast Twitter at CDiscoursepod. C, the letter C, Discourse Pod.
That's it.
You can follow me at Thundercat Felix. Yeah.
That's right. And I said it earlier at Chase Actually on Twitter and Top Speed Chase on Instagram.
Yeah. We're gonna start having some guests on here.
I know we've been talking about it. We finna do it. We're gonna do it for real.
Past couple of weeks was crazy. That's why we didn't release an episode. Apologies.
We're back.
We back. Gonna make things happen. So hopefully next week we could get someone on. If not, at least next 2 weeks. I want to start.
We gotta hit up the married man.
Who that be?
Manny.
Oh yeah.
My man is on his honeymoon as we speak.
Yeah. Shouts to Manny.
Yeah.
He got married this past weekend. Word to him, looking fresh in his marine stuff. I saw that. I was like, dang, bro.
Yeah.
It's nice. Dude made it. Squad was
Proud
out there.
Mans.
Yeah. Hype.
But no, we're gonna be getting some guests on here soon. And I know we've been talking about it for a while, but we're in a place now where we can make that junk happen. So we're looking forward to it. Hit us up, man. We want to know what you think.
Yeah, and if you want to be on the podcast, hit us up. Also,
let us know. We've already got some people that have been telling us they want to get involved and are able to get involved. So listen, you let us know. We'll take it from there. Yeah, goal is to get somebody on here next week. We're gonna try and make something happen. Culture Discourse Podcast. Thanks for listening. We outie.